Hello, friends from the comic book and manga world. My name is G,
And I'm Hector.
and we're here to discuss the March 20th, 2023 FOC. Hector and I, we work for Penguin Random House, so the titles that you'll see today are from those that we can sell into the international market. Aside from this YouTube channel, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm trying to remember if I have them all.
Yeah.
And it's on PRH International Comics. If you search for that, I'll also link it down below in the description so you have easy access to our platforms. Definitely comment down below with any questions or comments about what we're going to discuss today. So yeah, with that, we'll get started with our picks.
Oh, sorry. I'm controlling the presentation. I'm doing a very bad job already. There we go.
So first up is actually my pick. It's Cosmic Cadets. This is book one. This is a debut graphic novel. And then we have the creative team of Ben Crane, Mimi Alves, and this is very beautiful artwork, and you could see a bit of it on the cover here. It's basically humanity isn't doing too well in
Okay.
this. I mean, is it doing well now? But at least it's it's kind of worse in this
Yeah.
universe.
Okay.
And the son of the ship captain, he's in a situation where he's not living up to expectations. His name is Jimmel, and you know, him and his friends, they're trying to make do with the situation, and they run into a circumstance where after a series of circumstances, they have to go to the surface world, and by doing that, they're exploring this race of beings that are feared, and there's bias against them, and it's all about discovering sort of like this new world in a way. It's this unexplored territory, and trying to understand like the terrifying secrets of this race. But it's really a book about becoming a hero in a way that isn't just all action and, heroic deeds, because something as simple as understanding perspectives, which is so simple in the sense where we can even do that. Like anyone could be a hero in that way, just understanding people, understanding perspectives, and sometimes being a hero means that and admitting that you're wrong. And so this is the type of story that you're going to get here. So very interested in this, and coming out in April 25th.
Yeah. It looks very cool. I love that the ship is
Mhm.
sort of all up there in the background, and it feels like a little bit of like a Star Trek vibe to it.
Yeah,
Kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
exploring new worlds and all that. So very, very cool. Next up is my first pick is Stranger Things, Heroes and Monsters, Choose Your Own Adventure. And this is not a, comic or graphic novel. It is a straight up, prose novel, but I had to pick this because for those of you from my generation who grew up in the 80s and 90s, you recognize what this is. These books where you get a story and you get to the end of the chapter and it tells you you want to do this, you want to do that. If you want to do this, turn to this page or turn to this other page. So that's what the concept of this is. But with the story of Stranger Things and the characters from Stranger Things and the world of Stranger Things. So I'm really excited about this. I think this is a very cool thing. I know that it's been coming, kind of doing a little bit of a comeback. There's a few of these out there now again. Um, and this one is, the topic, obviously. I'm a fan of Stranger Things, so it's also up my alley. So it's choose from over 25 possible endings. So it's also very cool that you get and it's one of those things that you pick up, you get into it, and then you want to read it again and again and again because you want to see all the possibilities depending on your what you choose. It's great if you're a gamer and the lights go out because you can't play
Mhm.
the video games, then you can pick this up with a candle and still play. Um, yeah, so this is coming up in April, and it's only 12.99. So highly, and I love that apart from the art, very Stranger Things art, they make it look like it's uh kind of wrinkled and used, which they do
Mhm.
that with a few of the books from Stranger Things, which
And
is great.
even yellowed a little bit, like
Yeah, it's a
it's
little
been
bit like
aged.
an age, exactly. So don't be surprised if the pages are like that because they did that for one of the books. I forget which one it was. And customers kept saying, "Oh, yeah, I got a damaged book." Is that no? It was intentionally kind of given the look of an
Mhm.
age book. So there you go. Next up,
So for cover picks, it's beautiful.
it
It's
is
one of my
so
picks for this. It's cool.
green and bright and beautiful.
Yeah, this is She-Hulk issue number 12. This is the Ji-Hung Lee variant.
Yeah.
And She-Hulk is so beautiful here.
Yeah.
Stretching, not really flexing, but stretching her arms, uh, and looking gorgeous at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I really need to say because
That's
this
all you
is
need to
just
say. Yeah, I know.
it
There's
was
not
just
much
striking to
more.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
Hair perfect as always.
Exactly. Exactly. Perfectly down. And next up is Star Wars. So this week I was very, very lazy, and I picked two covers of the same book, which is Star Wars Yoda. And not to say that there aren't any other great covers out there, but I do have to say, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm a big fan of Yoda, and these two definitely are my favorite covers. So you know, if you don't like it, deal with it. No, sorry. Star Wars Yoda 6. This is the Lee Garbett variant, and you see here, Lee Garbett has done. I think they did another cover for Yoda, maybe one or two of the previous issues. This is very beautiful art. You see Yoda sort of meditating, floating, in tuning himself with his surroundings and with nature and with the force. Obviously you can
Mhm,
kind of see a little bit of energy kind of flowing, sort of an aura around him. But you also see all these creatures plus several planets or moons in the sky. um, and it's very, very, very cool visually to look at it, but also as the concept because it represents one side of Yoda, and then on the other side we have the next cover, and you see how Yoda can be a badass. And this is a very cool Star Wars Yoda 6 also, but Takashi Okazaki variant. It's a 1 in 25. You're looking like a samurai with his green lightsaber and sort of, kind of his clothes, as always, kind of ragged, but, still very monk-like and looking, like I said, menacing. And I feel very bad for whoever's in front of him because they're really going to get it. And very beautiful. I love the contrast of black and white, sort of penciled look, but also you have the color, but on top of that, the glow of the lightsaber on him and his clothes, which is just a great detail. So
mhm.
very cool. Next.
Okay, before I move on to this one, I did
Uh-huh.
forget to mention that She-Hulk, the issue number 12 also has a version
Oh yeah.
variant that is a 1 in 100, just so that you are aware in case you wanted to get that. And then
Yes.
also this one, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is issue number 139. This is a ratio incentive, 1 in 10 by Del Mundo variant. This is great. I love that we have this statue of David iteration. And with Statue of David, it makes sense that we have Michelangelo here
Yeah.
on the on the cover posing with
Yeah.
he's where we normally see him in this position eating
Yeah.
a slice of pizza. This is really cool and I love this cover so much.
Yeah. It's very, very cool. There's so many
Mhm.
details, you know,
The
with the
skateboard on
pizza
top of the
skateboard.
sewage,
Yeah,
lid, yeah, it's great.
it's all very cool. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Great. And I think those are the picks. And then there we go. We
Yep,
always end up
so
with some news. So go for it, G.
always have some news, and this one, My Happy Marriage is getting an anime streaming on Netflix sometime this year. We'll have to wait on the release date on that. But super excited. This has been popping off a lot, um, kind of unexpectedly, but in a good way because I actually read this and very much enjoy it. So if you don't know, very briefly, it's like a Cinderella inspired manga, and the main character here did not inherit superhero powers from her family, so she's treated as such, not really given special attention, is treated like a servant in her own household, and she becomes like a bridal candidate to a powerful house, and they kind of throw her there because they are like one of the upper houses in society, but there's a rumor that that the potential husband is very cruel, and any marriage candidates that came his way never actually ended up marrying him. So she gets thrown into this situation, and it's a lot of fun. So highly recommend picking up the manga to read and also to anticipate the anime that's going to come out. So,
Oh, yeah.
mhm.
Very cool. That's it.
And that's it for this week. As always, we have a lot of fun doing this, so definitely interact with us, comment down below. And again, we'll provide the social media links in the description below as well. And yeah, so that's it. Enjoy your week, everyone, and come back next week for more.
Yep. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.